How to fill out a CORI form. Welcome to Notary 20. In this video, we'll walk through how to fill out a Massachusetts CORI Acknowledgement Form and how to get it notarized online. A CORI form is commonly used for background check authorization in Massachusetts. You may need it for employment, volunteering, licensing, housing, or another organization-requested background check. Before we begin, please remember, this video is for general information only. Always use the exact form provided by your employer, agency, school, housing provider, or requesting organization. What the signer needs to do first. Here is the simple answer. First, review page 1 of the CORI form. This page explains who is requesting the background check and who is authorized to submit it. Next, complete the subject information section on page 2 using your own legal information. You should also prepare one acceptable, unexpired photo ID, such as a driver's license, state ID, passport, or military ID. Most importantly, do not complete the notary section yourself. The notary block should be completed by the notary after identity verification. With Notary 20, the process is simple. Fill in your personal information, send the form and ID, join the online notary session, sign when instructed, and receive the notarized PDF by email. Massachusetts background check authorization. A CORI acknowledgement form is used when an organization needs permission to request a Massachusetts criminal offender record information check. This may happen during employment screening, especially when someone is applying for a job or is already working for an organization. It can also be used for volunteer positions, internships, subcontractor roles, licensing, or current licensee review. In some cases, a housing provider or other organization may also require a CORI acknowledgement. The important point is this. The form may be organization-specific. The sample in this guide names Boston Medical Center and Global HR Research, so you should always use the exact form given to you by the requesting organization. Review the organization and authorization language. Page 1 is a consent and authorization page. Before signing anything, check the organization name carefully. In this sample, the form names Boston Medical Center. The form also states that Global HR Research is authorized to submit the CORI check to the Massachusetts Department of Criminal Justice Information Services on behalf of the organization. By signing the form, the subject gives permission for the CORI check and confirms that the information provided on page 2 is true and accurate. A common mistake is using a form from the wrong employer, school, agency, or organization. If the organization name is wrong, ask for the correct form before notarizing. Complete the signer's identity fields carefully. Page 2 is the main section the signer needs to complete. This section should be filled out using the information of the person whose CORI is being requested. Enter your legal first name, middle initial, last name, suffix if applicable, and any former last names. Use the date format shown on the form for your date of birth. Then complete the last 6 digits of your Social Security number, or check the No Social Security Number box if that applies. You may also need to complete physical details, such as sex, height, eye color, race, and place of birth. Then enter your driver's license or ID number, state of issue, parents' full names, and current address. Required fields are marked with an asterisk. Do not use nicknames, incomplete addresses, or guest ID information. Small mistakes can delay the background check. Before sending the form for notarization, review the details carefully. First, make sure your name is consistent. The name in the subject information section should match your ID and the records used by the requesting organization. Second, check the date of birth and Social Security number fields. Use the required date format and enter only the last 6 digits of the Social Security number unless the No SSN box applies. Third, make sure your current address is complete. Include street address, apartment or suite number if applicable, city, state, and zip code. If any identity field is unclear, do not guess. It is better to ask the requesting organization before notarization than to submit an incomplete or incorrect form. Leave this area for the notary. Now, let's look at the notary section. This area appears below the subject information section. It states that the information was verified by a notary public. The notary completes the date, confirms that the signer personally appeared, records the identification used, signs a certificate, adds a commission expiration date, and applies a notary seal. The signer should not complete the notary wording, notary signature, commission date, or seal area. Your role as a signer is to appear with valid ID and sign only when the notary instructs you to do so. This is especially important for online notarization because the notary must verify your identity and witness the signing during the live session. What to prepare before the online session. The form lists several acceptable forms of identification. An unexpired driver's license or state-issued ID is commonly accepted. A valid passport may also be used if it clearly identifies the signer and is accepted by the notary platform and the receiving organization. A military ID may also be acceptable according to the form. For remote online notarization, you should also prepare a working camera, microphone, stable internet connection, and a clear PDF copy of the form. Before the session begins, make sure your ID is not expired, not blurry, and is the same ID you plan to present during the identity verification process. How to send a CORI form for remote notarization. Here is the typical Notary 20 workflow. Step 1. Fill in the subject information fields and review page 1. Leave the notary block blank. Step 2. Upload or email the CORI PDF and a valid photo ID will use for verification. Step 3. Join the live online notary session with your camera, microphone, and ID ready. Step 4. Sign only when instructed, so the notary can properly witness the signature and complete the notarial certificate. Step 5. Receive the notarized PDF by email and send it to the requesting organization. One important reminder. Acceptance of a remotely notarized CORI form is controlled by the receiving organization. If you are not sure, confirm with them before relying on online notarization. Before the notarized form is submitted, before submitting your notarized CORI form, use this final checklist. Make sure you are using the correct organization's form. Check that your name matches your ID and the requesting organization's records. Confirm that your date of birth uses the correct format. Make sure the Social Security number field, or no SSN box, is complete. Review your current address and make sure it is complete and readable. For the notary package, make sure the notary block was left with the notary. The signer appeared with acceptable ID. The notary recorded the ID evidence, and the notary signed and sealed the form. Also remember that the bottom CORI Certified Representative section is for the requesting organization, such as the employer, agency, or authorized representative. Do not complete that section yourself unless they specifically instruct you to do so. A clean CORI package helps avoid delays. Correct form, complete subject information, valid ID, proper notary completion, and organization review. Thanks for watching. If you need to notarize a CORI Acknowledgement Form online, Notary 20 can help you complete the notarization remotely and send the notarized PDF back by email.